Craig, now the dust has settled on another special season for Farnborough Women, winning the treble along with back-to-back promotions. How do you look back at the season just gone?
Yeah, kind of crazy if I'm honest with you. It was probably one of the longest seasons I've certainly had, and I think the amount of games we had was a lot, I can't lie. But no, absolutely fantastic season. I think we set out with the goal of winning the 3 trophies. We were obviously understood that it had never been done before. But we had a lot of challenges along the way, but we managed to kind of get over the line, all of them. And I think kind of like the reason we've done it is just nothing but sheer hard work, I think, from the players and the coaching team. And there's no kind of secret sauce or whatever. It's just we worked hard to get over the line, all 3 of them. So yeah, absolutely fantastic season.
I was going to say it's been a roller coaster of a season, but I think it's been mainly highs in there. Are there any particular highlights that stand out for you?
I mean, obviously it's an absolutely fantastic season. I think there's quite a few, if you'll let me indulge a little bit. I think obviously the 2 cup finals, I think obviously we had some kind of adversity before them as well, where unfortunately Morgan, number 1, got injured. We had to throw Jodie in there, which was 16 years old, being thrown into not 1 but 2 cup finals was, absolutely fantastic from her. And I think the team on both the days were, just brilliant. I haven't got enough superlatives really for them. So obviously the 2 cup finals are standouts. Obviously the league in particular, we obviously didn't win that kind of on the pitch, but I think a lot of the hard work came beforehand. I think, well, we love playing at home, obviously, it's fantastic, but I think some of the tricky away fixtures that we managed to pick 3 points up in was incredibly important. I look back on the winning away at Millbrook, at the start of the season, winning away 4-0 at Andover towards the start of the season. I think probably the crucial one that we look back on was probably the 2 wins over Shanklin. The one at home was a good game that we won 1-0, but I think the away game in, I think it was January, where it was just pouring down with rain, high wind, and it was one of those kind of really difficult away games that you kind of will never forget, because like I said, we came back with the 3 points and it was a long day, so it was worth it. So yeah, a lot of highlights. So can't complain.
Striker Ellie Stally has taken the golden boot this season, but how nice is it to see the goals spread around the team?
Yeah, no, it's good. Obviously, Ellie's a standout for us with 40 goals in total the season just gone. I think she's been brilliant for us this season, but I think probably what's also important in terms of Ellie is her kind of like how she plays away from just the goals, if you know what I mean. I think a lot of the attention goes on her for the goal scoring, but she's one of the best assisters, one of the best passers in the team. And I think her off the ball work as well is fantastic. But what we managed to do was, obviously Ellie unfortunately got injured towards the end of the season, but we saw others kind of like step up. So Tally, one of her aims for the season was to score more goals. I've known Tally for quite a few years, and I think probably her highest goal scoring season, she scored about 2 or 3. I think she ended up with 12 or 13 this season. So she really added to her goal tally. Gemma as well, chipping in. Obviously Ez as well before the injury. So yeah, the goals have been spread around the team quite a bit, which again is nice to see. And it's a proper kind of team effort. There's no kind of 1 or 2 players that kind of stands out. Like we're kind of all in this together. And if one of the cogs doesn't quite work, then the whole thing falls down. But thankfully all the kind of cogs of the team have been working. So yeah, it's great.
Back-to-back promotions now, so you'll be playing in the Southern Region Women's Football League Division 1 North next season. Are there any games that you're looking forward to in particular?
I mean, if I'm honest with you, all of them. Because when we were looking at it, we thought we might go into the South, and I think myself and the coaching team and a lot of the players know a lot of the teams in the South. So we were sort of expecting to go in there, but the thing with the North is it's quite exciting because we don't know a lot about the teams at the minute. Obviously, we've done our research, we know a bit more now and stuff like that. But I think it's just exciting just to play fresh and new teams. Obviously, when I was at the Southern Region before, I was thinking when we go up, we'll play the same teams, but it's a whole new league for us. I think probably the one that maybe stands out is maybe Slough, because I think they're sort of a similar sort of size club to us, I think. So that's quite exciting to go there. But I think there's others, there's Kidlington in there that I've not seen before. I think that's a little bit of a trek away. So yeah, there's quite a lot of exciting games in there, and sort of can't wait to get started. So what does the rest of the summer look like for you now? Got the rest of the trials coming up? Yeah, so I wish there was a break. There's not. This never stops. So yeah, I think it's just a case of we're back to pre-season in a few weeks' time. Obviously, we'll work on what the squad looks like, which we are pretty most of the way there in terms of like securing our squad for next season. I think there's a couple of things we still need to work out, a couple of players we need to kind of analyse and see where they are in terms of new players coming in. But it's an important summer for us because it's not a case of, when we started where we needed a squad. And then second season, it was improving the squad where we could. Whereas I think now, obviously, we established ourselves as the most dominant team in the Hampshire League. So it's difficult to add new players in because they've got to be better. But in terms of like now to next season, we're in a really good place though.
Finally, how nice is it to have the double header with the men's team on Saturday, the 2nd of August, hosting Aldershot Town Women in a pre-season friendly?
Yeah, it's exciting. I think for us, it's always a privilege to play at home, especially for the women's team. Because I know that kind of a lot of the other clubs in the area, the women's team will play at a school or a college or some kind of park or something like that. So it's always a pleasure and a privilege to play here. And I know that sort of my team are excited, and I think to play Aldershot as well in one of their first games will be quite nice. I think quite nice for them as well. I know a couple of them over there, so I think they'll be looking forward to it. And yeah, it should be a really good game. And I think it'll be nice for us to have kind of what will be the kind of our new look team going into next season, featuring that game and in front of everyone and after the men's game as well. So it should be a great day.
Brilliant. Thanks for your time, Craig, and good luck for the new season when it comes around.
Brilliant. Thank you.